Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, good morning. How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. Welcome to the class.
Thank you.
And what are your classmates?
I don't know.
Sleeping as always, maybe? I think it's because of the weather, right?
Yes, maybe. But I sometimes I am a little worried because in this group we are like very first, no, 20, 25
There are a lot
people.
actually.
There are a lot of, and in the class we are just like five.
Like five, exactly. That's what I
Yeah.
always surprised about it. The only day when I see a lot of people is at the end when we have the
Yeah.
speaking evaluation in the class. And you see, or sometimes I'm surprised when I have the audios. I receive around 20 audios, and I'm like, okay, who are these people? Yeah, but anyway, at least they do
Well,
the homework. They are
at least
some
I
kind of
remember
responsible.
I I was in Academia Europea,
Uh-huh.
always in support program, but with Academia Europea, the class starts at 6 a.m. and the
Oh,
class is 2 hours.
my gosh.
Yeah.
It is like earlier and longer.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. So imagine it's just 1 hour. It's at 7. I consider that it's not that early, right?
No, no, no,
So
not at all.
exactly. So I think that the sacrifice is not so big,
Yeah.
right? So, well, let's wait for them. I'm going to send like a message so they can understand that we are waiting for them.
Okay.
But now I'm going to see another one. I always send the same, but let me try to pick another gift.
I love the gift that you always say.
No,
I love it.
but I'm going to send a different one today. Um, Look at this.
This will be a private class.
look at look at that one. I already sent it, so I hope your classmates see it. So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, but well, I hope they can join us soon. If they don't, I mean, they will miss the class. And
Well,
you know what I will do is that the topics where I can see few people is the ones that I'm going to evaluate. So
okay.
yeah, why not? Okay, let's start. I mean, because it's only 1 hour and with or without them, we need to cover the topic. So I hope they can join us soon. I think I feel that I'm talking a little weird because
No, well,
I'm sorry,
no, I can hear you nothing well.
like the same. I
Yes.
don't know. I feel I don't. I feel like if I'm going to get sick, like with a flu, maybe.
Well, maybe uh, by any chance I could hear you like this, but I can hear you very well.
Okay, thanks. So I hope I don't get sick. I don't want to be sick during the weekend. Yeah.
Like first your husband and then you.
Ah, look at this. We have another classmate who joined us. Good morning,
Teacher,
Salvador.
good morning.
How
Goodness.
are
Sorry,
you?
a little bit sleepyhead, but
But here you.
Oh my goodness. A
All
little
right.
bit,
I'm sorry, what do you say?
a little bit,
A little bit, just
a
a little
a
little
bit.
bit.
little bit.
But here
But
you
it's not
are.
like coffee.
All right. But guys, it's Thursday. All right. So imagine we are about to finish this week. So let's resist a little bit more. Okay?
Yeah. Teacher,
Very good.
just a question. For this week, we have to finish the 75% of the platform, right?
That's correct. Excellent. Mhm.
Okay. I have to work on it.
Some of you guys are doing a great progress. Some of you had to work a little bit harder.
Yeah.
And the good news is that this week we are not going to send an audio. Okay, so that's
Okay, okay.
good.
Well, I have one left to send, so I will work on it. Sorry
Okay.
about it. I already in El Salvador again.
Ah, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. Well,
Where were
yesterday, but
you? Where,
no,
where,
thank you.
where, where were you, Salva?
I was in Guatemala because I
Oh
had to
my
visit some friends.
goodness.
Yeah.
For fun or because of work?
No, for fun. I was visiting
Ah,
a friend, so
nice. Good for
mhm.
you. How is the volcano? I mean, is it still erupting or not?
Oh, in fact, I don't know. I was in the city.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. All
I
right.
didn't hear that news. In fact,
Okay.
I maybe I heard about something like that, but I didn't relate with an special news. So
I mean, what
because
happened is that that volcano is like always erupting, right? It's
yeah,
always
it's always
active.
active. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's because that's the reason that I didn't ask for it because
Nobody
I
is
know
surprising.
yeah for
Ah.
for everyone is normal that volcano is active.
Ah, like,
So
yeah, it's erupting.
another day in my life. Yeah.
Wow, okay. Actually, guys, there is
The volcano being volcano.
yeah, as always. Actually, there is a documentary in Netflix,
Mhm.
and that is talking about the 72 most dangerous places to live. In
Mm.
Guatemala, I think it's the number 4 or the number
Okay.
6. Yeah, it's considered one of the
It's
most
higher.
dangerous places to live. Not only because of the volcano, but because some other aspect. I mean, natural disaster that happens there, but imagine. And we, as
Mhm.
Salvador, we don't appear in that rank. Ah, so you
Oh,
see, we
good.
are, yeah, so good for us. Anyway, well, let's start. Welcome, Arismendi. How are you?
Hi, good morning.
Good
I'm great.
morning. Excellent.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for joining us. Welcome to the class. Okay, guys, thank you. I know it's difficult to take the class in the morning. You could have been sleeping. I know. But remember that this is just 1 hour. So let's try to continue connecting, okay? And I hope your classmate can join us soon. Remember that we are in the week number 3. So guys, the classes that we have ahead, it's few classes. We are about to
Mhm.
finish this level. So don't forget that in the end, we are going to have a speaking evaluation here in the class. And it's about the topics that we studied. So try to connect so don't miss the information and you could be ready for the exam. Okay,
Okay.
very good. This is the presentations for today. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, today is June 29th. And we are going to be talking about past modals. When we are talking about past modals, remember that in the case of can, what is the past form of can?
Good.
Could.
Sure. Oh, could.
But what is the past form of would? We cannot say would, right? Or in the case of should, we don't have a past form. We don't say
Mhm.
should it, for example, like adding ed. So how can we use them if we are talking in past? That is exactly what we are going to learn today. We are going to see 3 modals that it will be would,
Mhm.
should, and could. And then the structure is the same for all the modals, but today we are going to focus on those ones, okay? So let's start the structure. if you want to use these modals, this is the structure that you need to follow. Look, I need the modal verb. Then I need have that, listen, it will be always have. It doesn't matter if you are talking in third person, will we always use have?
Yeah.
And then the
Okay.
verb in past participle. Do you remember the verbs? Do you review the verbs in past participle? Yes.
A little bit.
Excellent. That's the attitude. I hope so. I hope so, because we are going to use them. Now, I need a volunteer, please, for reading.
Okay, me.
Mhm.
We use modals this way when we are talking about the situation that happened in the past and it can be changed anymore.
Thank you. So basically, guys, that is the function of the modals in past. Talk about something in the past, a situation that you imagine it could have been different, but you cannot change it anymore. Okay? So, and here I got some examples. You should have listened to the doctor. So this situation is in the past. I wish that this situation were different, but unfortunately, I cannot change it. Okay? I have the modal, I have the auxiliary have, and I have the verb in past participle. Another example,
Teacher, just a question.
yes.
If I try to translate that with me, what it means, like, tú debiste escuchar o tú pudiste escuchar.
In this case, should keeps the same meaning, like for
Mhm.
advice. So, tú debiste haber escuchado
Escuchar.
al doctor o escuchado al doctor. Yes, that is the translation. Tú debiste haber escuchado. Okay?
Mhm. Okay.
Very good. Now look at the next one. I would have gone to the party, but I was tired. Again, this sentence is in past. Maybe I would like to change it, but I cannot change it. And again, look at the structure. Modal, verb have, and then the verb in past participle. What do you think? What will be the translation of this sentence?
Yo hubiera ido,
Yo hubiera
pero,
ido.
pero estaba cansado.
Very good. That's a good
Mhm.
translation for it. So if you see, we are talking in the past and we cannot change that action. All right? So far, so good? Yes?
Yes.
All right. If you have questions, please let me know. Now, I need a volunteer for reading in
In spoken English, you will often hear shortened forms like could have, should have, and would have.
Exactly. Thank you. When we write, I mean, we don't use contractions. We say could have, should have, would have. But when we are speaking, most of the time, you will listen just the contraction. Could have, should have, would have. Let's take the same examples as before. Instead of saying you should have, we say you should have. You should have listened to the doctor. Or I would have gone to the party, but I was tired. So when you are speaking, we use the contractions. Is it clear? The contraction form? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, when we are talking, I will need you guys to use contractions, okay? Let's try to use them. Now, what happens if I want to say it in negatives? I want to use these models in the past, but in negative. What do I need to do? Very simple. You just need to add the word not. So you have the modal. Later, you have the word not. And then the same structure, have and the verb in past participle. When we are using the negative form, look, it is common to use the contracted form. For example, couldn't, shouldn't, or wouldn't. Okay, let's take this example. She shouldn't have said that. It is not common to say, she should not have said. No, we use contracted form. She shouldn't. And if you see, it doesn't matter if it is third person. We always say have. We cannot say she shouldn't has, never. Okay? A volunteer, please, for reading the second example. Thank you. Go ahead.
He wouldn't have slept till noon, but he was exhausted.
Very good. So again, look, I have the modal in negative, then have, and then the verb in past participle. Okay, so if you want to say it in negative, guys, just add not. As simple as that. Got it? Yes? So far, so good? Okay, very good. I hope so. We are going to use the structure, so pay attention. Now, we are going to see the meaning of each one. Let's start with should have. What is that? Or how can I use it? Do you know that in simple present, we use should in which kind of situations? In simple present, when do we use should? Very good. To provide advice, right? Well, should in the past, it has the same function like advice, but kind of different. Because in this case, guys, we say to someone that something was a good idea, but it didn't happen. Okay, this is like, hey, I told you, right? That it was a good idea, but you didn't do that. That is a function of should in this scenario. I need a volunteer, please, for reading the first example.
Okay. He should have told me that they canceled the conference.
All right, look at this. What will be the translation?
Él hubiera dicho que iban a cancelar la conferencia.
Sounds good.
O que ellos iban a cancelar.
Ok, él hubiera dicho o él debió
No, él
haber
me hubiera
dicho.
dicho, me debió. Así
That
sería,
is
me
it.
debió haber dicho.
Or él debió haberme dicho.
Él
Right?
debió haberme dicho que cancelarían la conferencia.
That's it. Very good. So you see, debió. It's basically the same translation that we provide to should, right? Debe o deberías. But in this case, because it's in the past, we say él debió. Él debió haberme dicho que cancelaron la conferencia, right? Okay. Next one, please, volunteer for reading the number 2.
You should have come to the party yesterday. It was fun.
Very good. So imagine in this case, we are basically saying that it was a good idea to come to the party. But what happens? Nothing. This person didn't go to the party. So what will be the translation? You should have come, or contracted, you should have come. What is the translation?
Tú debiste haber venido a la fiesta.
Very good. Exactly. So you see, We are using it in the past. And the next one, volunteer for reading the last example.
Should have followed your advice. You were right.
Look at this. I should have, right? It was a good idea, but it didn't happen. So just don't forget, guys, we are using these verbs in the past. Don't forget to use the past participle form of the verb, okay? Now, let's practice should have. Name 3 things that should have done last weekend, but you didn't. What do you think? Any idea? 3 things you should have done last weekend, but you didn't?
I should have been in the beach.
Yeah, why not? So why didn't you do that?
Because of rain.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good reason. What else, guys? Mhm. Think about it. Name 3 things that should have done last weekend, but you didn't. I will ask it individually. If you don't give me an answer, let's start. Let's see. Fernando, tell us.
I should have shaved my beard.
Okay, and you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Is it still alive?
Yes, it has a lot of volume.
Okay. I don't forget it anymore, okay? How about you, Michelle? Tell me something that should have done last weekend, but you didn't.
I should have prepared my conference session because I have it today and I didn't have the presentation.
Oops. Oh my goodness. That's a good one. You see, it was a good idea to do it, but it didn't happen. Now, when you answer, guys, remember, let's try to use the contraction form because we are speaking, right? So we can say should have. I should have prepared. I should have fed. I should have been. Okay? So try to use the contracted form. How about you? Let's see, David, tell me something that you should have done last weekend.
I should have done the homework last week.
And why you didn't do that?
Well, I did it, but it's
Yeah, you're just giving the example.
yes.
You said-
Because I went out with my family.
That's good. Excellent. Paola, how about you?
Oh, hello. Name 3 things that you should. Oh well, and 3 things I should have. No, I should have. I should have gotten the driver license, but I went to the beach and I didn't anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. I should have checked
Checked?
check a ticket travel for my mother. And again, I went to the beach and I didn't anything. And then I should have. I need a new pair of shoes, so I should have gone to the mall and checked it, but I didn't anything.
Yeah, she was busy at the beach, right? But Did you enjoy your trip?
Yes, at least.
Okay, very good. All right, sounds good. Excellent. Who's missing? Salvador?
Okay, sorry. I should have done my homework this
Oh
week.
my good. Yes, you should have.
I was in another place.
Yeah,
A little
he
fun
was
with
busy
a
too,
friend.
right?
Yeah, it was complicated because I had a little bit time to to make the drafting
All right.
and make the audio. So
Mhm. Be careful. But
yeah,
don't forget to send it, okay?
yeah. I will.
Okay. Rocio, how about you? Tell me something that you should have done.
I should have done the laundry last weekend
And why didn't you do that?
because I prefer sleep and do nothing. So
That's a good
I
reason.
should, yeah.
All right, very good. So you see, guys, you are using modals in the past. Now, if you wanted to say those sentences in negative, it's pretty easy. You just need to add not. So I shouldn't have done da 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 da, or I shouldn't have gone to da 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 da. You see? It's pretty easy to use them. Just remember, guys, when we are speaking, let's try to use the contracted form so you can sound a little bit more natural. Is it clear the way that we can use should have? Yes?
Yes.
All right, any questions so far? If I ask you this in the exam, will you be able to answer?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, I think so.
I
think
hope
so.
so. Okay, I hope so. All right. So again, should have. All right. Now, the next model that we are going to see is would have. Okay. The structure is exactly the same. Would have plus the verb in past participle. When do we need to use this one? I need a volunteer, please, for reading.
When we want something to happen, but it didn't happen in the end.
Exactly. That is the function or the meaning for would have. We wanted something, but in the end, it didn't happen, right? So, for example, a volunteer, please, for reading the first example.
Telephone is a verb.
Yeah, it's like called.
Okay. Well, I would have telephoned that company, but there wasn't a phone number on their website.
You see, in this case, guys, I'm talking about something that I wanted. I wanted to call the company, but in the end, I didn't do that. It couldn't happen. All right, that is the meaning for would have. Volunteer for reading the number 2, please.
He would have taken a warm coat, but he didn't see the weather forecast.
Very good. So again, an action that we wanted, but in the end, it didn't happen. And look at this one. It doesn't matter if it is third person. We don't need to make any changes. So we don't need to add letter S. We don't need to change the verb. If it is third person, it's exactly the same. Understood? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure? Okay, now I want you to think about something that you would have done last week? Look at this. Remember, it's something that you wanted to happen, but it didn't. So imagine that last week you had been on vacation and with a lot of money, okay? So tell me something that you would have done last week if you had been on vacation and with a lot of money. What do you think?
Maybe I would have gone to Guatemala.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good. And you guys, what would you have done? Imagine you have been on vacation and with a lot of money.
I would have traveled to Paris.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. I will have traveled to the F1 race the
Okay.
last week.
Yeah.
All right. And the rest of you?
I will have gone to Curacao and visit this hotel, Bawase. It's a luxury resort in Curacao.
Very humble, right? I like
Sounds
that.
like honeymoon.
No, it's just for be relaxed. in the
Let's see. Let
weekend.
me open it up. Let's see. I'm trying to open it up. Oh, this is the one.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, it's so fancy.
Yeah, you have to have a lot of money to be there, I think.
Yeah,
Yes,
it looks like that. Look at these guys. Can you see the pictures? Yes.
yes. The
Yes.
pool, oh my
Man,
goodness.
look at this. That's marvelous.
Yes.
Yeah, but she's thinking in the honeymoon, right? I mean,
No. It's just for the weekend. You told us. Think if you have
a lot of
what you-
money.
yeah, what would
But
be?
look, actually, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Just
Where is
imagine, guys, to
place?
be here right now.
Where is that place in Colombia, Michelle?
No, in
Definitely.
Curacao.
In Curacao, oh my goodness.
It's so pretty. I liked it. Definitely. That's a good idea. Okay. Who else, guys? Tell me something that you would have done last weekend or last week, but imagine you were on vacation, you had a lot of money. So, any other idea?
I would
Would have?
I would have traveled to Milano and invited my friends.
Very good. All right, that's good. Michelle, would have invited us?
Yes.
Sure. Okay, look at this. So imagine, guys, the difference between should have and would have is more those actions that we wanted, but in the end just didn't happen. Okay. Yes, I wanted to be in that beautiful hotel, but I couldn't be there. So that is the meaning for would have. I would have traveled to another country, but in the end, it didn't happen. That is the meaning for would have. Understood? Yes? I want to listen to the boys. Boys, give me your ideas. What would you have done? What else? What else?
Would have gone to El Cuco Beach and bring all my family.
Very good. Sounds good.
but I don't have all of that imaginary money. That sentence is just to make sense with would have.
Okay, pretty good. Excellent. So you see, would have, something that you wanted. Okay? Understood, everybody?
It's funny because I thought going to Guatemala, Michelle, y Curacao, and Fernando, El Tunco. A simple man.
He doesn't need so fancy hotels, he said. Yeah, he's humble. I like that. Okay, pretty good. Does imagine, guys, a lot of money. Think big. But what happens is that El Salvador is beautiful too, guys. Come on. Now, we already checked should have, would have. So now let's check the last one for today, that is could have. The structure again, guys, is exactly the same, could have plus the verb in past participle. So what is the difference? I need a volunteer for reading, please.
Something was possible in the past, or there was a probability, but it didn't happen.
Very good. So when we use could have, this is more, again, with the same meaning of could. We are talking about possibilities or past skills, something that we could do, but in the end, it didn't happen. Okay? For example, a volunteer, please, for reading the first one.
We could have stayed longer, but we decided to leave.
Very good. So again, look, this is an action that we have the opportunity to did it, but in the end, it didn't happen. Okay, we could have stayed. What will be the translation in this scenario?
Me pude haber quedado más tiempo. Más.
Yes, but in the end, it didn't happen, right? Pudimos habernos quedado más tiempo, but we decided to leave. That is a translation for could have, okay? Volunteer for reading the second example, please.
He could have been seriously injured, fortunately, and nothing happened.
Very good. If you see, it doesn't matter if it is the person, the structure is the same. So we are talking about possibilities in the past, something that was possible, but it didn't happen. Okay? Again, tell me, guys, what are some things that you could have done better last year? I could have what? Tell me.
I could have saved more money last year,
Okay, that's good.
but I won't.
And you guys? What else? What else? Tell me something that you could have done better. Think about it. Think about your job, about your health, your family, something that you could have done better. Oh my goodness, no volunteers? Go ahead, thank you.
I could have visited more my parents' house.
Very good. I could have visited. Instead of saying more, we can say like more frequently, right? Or more often. Very good. What else? Who else? Who else? Okay.
We are thinking.
Okay,
That
thank
is
you.
the reason of this silence.
Okay, okay.
I could have done the homework in a different way.
Okay, sounds good.
I could have trained my soft skills better.
Very good, very good. Think about all the actions that you could have done last year, but you didn't.
I could have studied for the ACP certification.
Very good. What else? What else? What else?
I could have taken another job opportunity, but I didn't.
Very good. Excellent. If you see, guys, when we are using these models in the past, according to the structure, we have studied during this week one of the conditionals. Which conditional have we been studying?
Third conditional.
Third conditional. And in the third conditional, we use models in the past. So when we are using should have, could have, would have, basically, guys, the meaning for these ones is just for wishes. Something that we wanted in the past, but in the end didn't happen. Okay? So when we are using the models in the past is most of the time for wishes or for regrets. That is basically the function of the third conditional. Understood? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Any questions so far? Easy or difficult? Easy. Okay, great. Yes, or is it complicated? What do you think?
Easy.
Easy.
Ready for the exam, teacher? Let's do the exam today. All right. Yeah. I know you are enthusiastic about it. I know. Okay, let's have a practice. I have some sentences over here. Read the sentence and complete it with the correct past model. You have to identify what is the function, if you need should, could, or would. Okay, let me open up the exercise. So you have to read carefully. I mean, this exercise is pretty simple. Look at the first one. They, the verb that you have to use is come. So they, to have breakfast with us, but they went to bed too late the night before. So basically the intention in this sentence is past willingness. Which model do I need to use here? Could, should, or would? If I'm talking about willing,
They could have.
could,
Yeah, could
okay. So could have,
have come.
come.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Past participle.
Yes, that is the
Yes.
one.
Yes.
I want you to be confident, guys, about the verbs. Come on. Okay, they could have come to the breakfast with us, but they went to bed too late the night before. Do you agree, everyone?
Yes.
Yes?
It's
Are you
okay.
sure? But if I'm talking about willingness, what is willingness?
I had to search because I didn't know what the meaning, and it's voluntad.
Exactly. Es like disposición a hacer algo, right? La voluntad de querer hacer algo. So do you think that is could the best option? Or would?
I think
Would.
it could be would.
Yes. Would is better. Remember, what is the function for could? If we go back to the box, could, it's more for past possibilities. All right. And would, on the other hand, is something that we wanted. So in this scenario, it's better the option would. They would have come to the breakfast. I mean, they wanted to come to have breakfast with us, but they couldn't. In the end, it didn't happen because they went to bed too late. Okay, in this scenario, we are saying an action that we wanted, but we didn't do that. Okay, that's why we are talking about past willingness. Now, in the number 2, volunteer for reading.
Me.
Yes?
You should have bought some milk at the shops. We don't have any milk.
Do you agree, guys? Should have bought?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yes. In
Yes.
this case, look, basically we are just talking about a past advice. Excellent. Very good job. Number 3, please. Volunteer for reading.
Andrew could have gone to Cambridge University, but he decided to travel instead.
What do you think, guys? Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
If you see, what are we talking about? We are talking about past possibilities. Excellent. So Andrew could have gone to Cambridge. That was a possibility, but he didn't, right? Because he changed his mind. Very good. Number 4, volunteer for reading. Only one, please.
I'm really cold. I should have bro.
Can you spell it for me, please?
Okay, let me think. BROUGHT.
I think it's broad.
Like
Bro.
this one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody, are you sure?
Yes.
That is the one.
There are many birds.
Yeah.
Exactly, that is the one. So sometimes, guys, I listen that you hesitate with the past form of some verbs. So honestly, let's go to review it. There is no problem. I mean, we forget the verbs sometimes. So it's a good idea to try to review them again. I'm going to include the verbs in the evaluation, maybe, because so you don't forget them. In this case, look at this one. It's a nice sentence because we are talking about a past advice. Very good job. Next one, number 5, volunteer.
John would have called Amy, but he didn't have her number.
Ah, very good. So again, in this case, we are talking about past willingness, okay? He wanted. It wasn't a possibility. It wasn't a past advice. It's just something that he wanted. But in the end, it didn't happen, okay? Number 6, please, volunteer.
Lucy should have leave it earlier, she misses her her flight.
Her flight. Okay. So Lucy should have leave it like this. Are you sure?
Left.
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 Ah, very good. Left. So Lucy should have left. Pretty good. In this case, again, look, past advice. And when we are using these modals, remember, it's more like for wishes in the past or some regrets. Okay? And the last one, volunteer, please.
The weather couldn't have been any worse.
Couldn't have been any worse. What do you think, guys? Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes. In this case, it's a past negative possibility. So remember, we can use this structure in affirmative and in negative too. And if it is in negative, of course, you just need to add the word not. Okay, the weather couldn't have been any worse. Very good job. So everybody, is it clear so far, this topic? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Easy or difficult?
Easy.
Excellent, that is the one. Okay, you ready for the exam?
Yes.
Excellent, only one says yes. My goodness. Okay, let's have an exam, but in groups, okay? Let's see if you can have all the answers correct. Look at the first sentence, and here are the options. The boy, broken his mom's cell phone. Now he's hiding from her. My gosh, what do you think?
Shouldn't have.
Okay, the boy shouldn't have broken his mom's cell phone. Do you agree, everybody?
Yes.
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 Yes, excellent. Okay, you got 1 point. Excellent, very good. How about this one? Volunteer for reading, please.
The man being fired if he had done a better job.
Thank you. What do you think? What will be the answer here?
The man could have been.
Yeah, negative.
Okay,
I
could
think
have
that is
or
would-
couldn't have?
Couldn't have.
Wouldn't have.
Okay,
I think
the
that is
man,
wouldn't have.
oh, wouldn't.
Wouldn't have.
Okay, the man wouldn't have been fired if he have done a better job. So wouldn't have, are you sure?
Yes, yes.
Good job, very good. You see, if you do the exam in team as a whole class, you will get 10, I like it. Volunteer for the next one, please.
The boy should have bought a smaller shirt.
Okay.
For
Should
me,
have.
it's could have.
Could have.
Could have.
Okay, should have or could have. Everybody, what do you say?
I think could have because it's not an advice, but it is a regret. So people.
Okay, I need the final answer. So should have or could have?
Could have, because I think we are talking about possibilities.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. Are you sure?
Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why not?
Uy.
No way.
Okay, it's not could have, so
Should have.
Oh, I
okay,
should have.
that's it. And
Maybe was
actually,
right.
you didn't listen to your classmates. So
Yeah.
the boy should have bought a smaller shirt. Look at the picture. ¿Le queda la camisa?
Yeah, but it's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's a possibility with using could have. No.
Mm, but imagine in this case, it is more like advice in the past. We are saying, man, that t-shirt is too big for you. You should have bought a smaller one.
Maybe depend of the context.
Could be, could be.
Mhm.
And that happens in these kind of sentences. I know that we need more details, right,
Mhm.
to catch the full idea. But so far so good. Your classmate was right. Well, one of you.
Yeah.
Okay, read the next one, please.
In this case, is could have.
Yeah.
Can you read it, please?
The man could have been a doctor, but his parents couldn't afford college.
All right. Do you agree, everybody? Could have?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, no, okay. In this case,
Could have.
again, is because the context, but actually could have sounds good because we are talking about a huge possibility. What is a possibility? Hey, he could have been a good doctor. So
Mhm.
in my opinion, could have was fine. But in this case, the game was set for another option. So what do you think the other option is?
Maybe should have.
Should have?
No, would have.
Would have.
Would have.
Yeah.
Like a regret.
Would have or should have?
For me, would have.
Would have? Yes?
Yes.
Would have. In this case, what happens is they are taking the idea of something that they wanted, right? But in the end, it didn't happen. He wanted to be a doctor and he could have been a doctor, but what happens? They couldn't afford college, right? But honestly, could have and would have both fixed better in these sentences. Okay, because of the time, let's analyze this one. I think that we are not going to finish. Mhm. What do you think?
Could have.
Could have? The man could have fallen off the ledge of It's Very Dangerous?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes, this is
Couldn't.
totally a past possibility, right? Excellent job. Okay, because of the time, we cannot continue, right? So we are going to stop here. Remember that tomorrow we have speaking, guys. So let's try to connect to the class. Let's make an effort. It's Friday, so it's the last day in this week. So tomorrow we will continue practicing. All right?
Okay.
Do you
Right.
have any questions before leaving?
No, teacher.
Not.
No.
Excellent. Okay, guys,
I'm
have a
good.
wonderful day. See you
Thank
tomorrow.
you. See you.
See
Okay,
you.
teacher, take care.
Bye.